Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be an update for my Project Use It Up series. This is something I've been doing since I started my channel 2.5 years ago, and I realize I completely have forgotten to update this year at all. The last 2 years I did update it quarterly, and basically this is all about the numbers. This is how much makeup I have used up, how much skincare, the monetary value of that, and the monetary value of what I have purchased as well. I really do like to keep track of this, and I gotta say, since I have started keeping track of my purchases, it definitely has helped. A few years ago, I was spending a lot more on makeup and skincare than I am now, and I think it was because I really was not keeping track of it and I just wasn't exactly aware. But now that I'm keeping track of the numbers, it does help, and I do like to see exactly how much I have used up at all. I'm not showing specific products, so if you do want to see that, check out my Project Pan playlist and my empties playlist. I show all the products there, and I do a monthly empties video as well. So yeah, this one is mostly about the numbers. I enjoy these type of videos. I'm also very curious how much people use up and how much people spend as well, and let's just get into it. Let's just get over the how much I spent part first. Now, last year I had a budget that was very specific, and this year I did decide to increase it a little bit, and I determined that my budget for makeup and skincare, which is the only thing I do the budget for, that does not include hair care or perfume, just makeup and skincare, I determined that would be $113 a month. And how I determined that was, at the end of last year, I compiled how much I used up of makeup and skincare and, divided it by 12. And that's how I came up with that, so that I was not purchasing more than I used up. That's how I got to 113. And I gotta say, I was doing very well with that budget this year until May. So let me give a quick recap. January, I spent $127 on makeup and skincare, not too bad. February, $99. March, $117. April, $120. May, it went up to $150, so I was significantly over budget there. And then June happened. If you saw my haul, $230. And there's something that I even purchased in June that has not even come in yet. So yeah, I went a little crazy in June and I spent $230. Yeah. Now, I was kind of feeling pretty bad about that, and I thought, oh gosh, I've overspent so much. But then when you get into, I'll get into the used up, I actually have still used up more makeup and skincare so far this year than what I have spent, which actually is not bad because my whole goal was to not use up more, and my budget was based on last year's numbers. So I've decided to not beat myself up as long as at the end of this year I am not spending more than I'm using up, if that makes sense. So I'm not beating myself up. It's really not bad, and you'll hear the numbers when I get to the used up section. So far this year, I have spent $843 combined on makeup and skincare. Not bad, actually, for me. Everybody's different, everybody's budgets are different. I'm sure some people feel like that is a crazy amount of money, but everybody's situation is different. And especially compared to years past where I was spending, there was a year where I think I spent well over $3,000 on makeup and skincare in 1 year. It was a lot, and I'm totally embarrassed. So for me, this is a big improvement. All right, let's get into the used up portion of this video. I keep track of my perfume empties, even though I don't really consider it part of my yearly empties or anything like that. It's more just out of curiosity. But I've used up $65 worth of perfume this year. I don't know, I just like to keep track of that. And then for how much I have completed of makeup and skincare is $971, which that's pretty good. And so far I've spent $843. I'm under that, which actually I gotta say I'm pretty happy about that. Out of that, the makeup empties themselves are $525, which is actually kind of a lot. I think I've used up a lot more high-end stuff than I did last year, because my last year, let me actually just look because I have it right here. Wow, so my entire 1 year of makeup empties from 2019 was $673, and I've already finished up $525. I think I finished a lot of drugstore makeup last year, and that really makes a difference in all this. Obviously, finishing up an $8 foundation versus finishing up a $50 foundation makes a huge difference. So that's kind of crazy. And my skincare empties are $446 so far this year, which is kind of crazy that I've used up more makeup than skincare monetarily, but my skincare routine is actually quite simple, and it's a lot of very affordable products. For example, The Ordinary, you know, their serums are about $9 to $10 each. So, you know, they just aren't as expensive. So then I was thinking, you know, how is it though that I have used up so much and more than I had last year at this point, as far as the monetary value wise? And I realized a lot of it actually, not a lot of it, but some of it is BoxyCharm. That is something that I did not include in that budget. So the $113 did not include my BoxyCharm subscription. I said that that could be kind of like a treat to myself for the year. And I did sign up from January through June. I have since canceled though. So that was an additional $25 a month that was not part of the original budget. But now I have canceled it. So, you know, again, I'm okay if I spent a little bit more because I was not counting the BoxyCharm subscription, and I now have canceled that. And my initial plan was to have it all year. I did enjoy it. I've done a whole video about it, all about the numbers of BoxyCharm. Basically, I enjoyed it, but I felt like it was kind of a lot of items going in at once. And even that $25, I just felt like I wanted to spend that money on specific things that I had on my wish list. Alrighty, and my favorite part of this video is talking about the exact number of makeup products that I have used up this year. I always do a year-long empties video. You can see those in my empties playlist. If you have not seen that, I have done 3 of those so far where I keep all my makeup empties until the very end of the year. It's really satisfying for me. I really like it, and I like watching other people's videos. So I'm not showing the items in this one, but I am saving them. So makeup, I have finished 36 items so far this year, which is more than I had at this point last year. So pretty cool there. I'll just tell you the categories quick. I did finish 3 Stila glitters, 4 foundations, 5 primers, 1 powder, 2 lipsticks. Let me just say though that these were not all full at the beginning of the year. You know, a lot of these were items that I started trying to pan last year and finished this year. So FYI there. 2 highlighters. I think those may both have been liquid highlighters. I actually don't remember right now. 3 face sprays, 1 brow product, 4 mascaras, 1 bronzer, 1 eyeliner, 2 eye primers, interesting, 5 lip glosses, and 2 concealers. So 36 total items so far this year. I'm pretty happy about that. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed with myself that I am further along in my panning than I was at this point last year. Alrighty, so that is it. I'm pretty excited. I finished a lot of makeup so far this year, and even though the last 2 months I did go over that budget that I set for myself, I'm okay with that. So even though May and June I did go over that initial set budget, I'm actually okay with it because I am still spending less than what I am using up, and that's really my ultimate goal. So I just want to stick with that for the rest of the year. I want to spend less on makeup and skin than I use up, and honestly, I'm okay with that because there's no way that I'm going to finish up like $500 worth of stuff in 1 month anyway. That would be crazy. I'm about the average is somewhere around $200 a month in empties. I really don't get more than that because again, I only count the makeup and the skincare. The hair care and the perfume doesn't count as part of that. So there's no way it's going to get too out of hand doing that. So I am pretty excited. That is it for this video. If you are interested, I will link my project pan and my empties playlists down below. That is it. Let us know, are you on a budget? Are you on a no buy? I know a lot of people are on no buys, and props to you because really I am very impressed. I've not been a no buy type person, although side note, I did do an eyeshadow palette no buy. I told you guys about that, and I did decide to end that. I did it for the entire month of June though, but at the beginning of July, I have purchased a palette. So that is okay. Like I said, I'm doing okay with my goals. Let us know what you think. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.